Boys, the reason I'm being so emotional about this is because that decision cost me 50 grand.
For the winner by split decision, Curtis Razor Blaydes.
I couldn't believe it. I would have shat my pants.
The Rock is relentless.
I bet you any money I could put you on a crucifix. Me and you. 2 minutes on a jiu-jitsu mat. I promise you, I will cut your circulation.
Yeah. Want to all spar now, yeah? Wait, are you staying here?
Yeah.
Okay.
All I got is little MMA gloves.
Yeah.
That's all I got. I don't have bigger gloves.
What, you want to
I
spar?
got the padded training
Sparring?
gloves.
Oh, you mean spa? Like a steam and that? Fucking hell, we can have a spa.
You do nothing. You do absolutely nothing. 50 G's. No.
John
the
Jones,
goat.
he announced via ChatGPT that he retired.
What do you mean?
John Jones called us last night and retired. John Jones is officially retired. Tom Aspinall is the heavyweight champion of the UFC.
Heavyweight champion of the world, Tom Aspinall.
Get some coffees right now
Coffee, please.
before you get fired effective immediately. I don't care.
I'm on the hottest streak I've ever been on in my MMA betting career. So if you want to join and cash with the team, go to sublaunch.com/lucrativemma and add in the discount code PHAT at checkout for 10% off, and I'll see you on the inside. Welcome back to the Phat Lucrative MMA podcast, episode 2. Episode 1 went swimmingly. I think I'm here with my man, Phats482. How you doing, brother?
I'm not doing too well, man. I read those comments. Nah, I'm doing good, man. Good to be back.
The comments were not too bad,
Nah,
bro.
I'm
I
doing
think
it.
there was a
just
few
joking.
haters.
I was just joking, man.
Yeah.
I get way more hate comments.
Yeah,
on
I was
other
going to
platforms.
say, bro, you must get loads of comments on your stuff.
Even difference.
That does it bother you?
At first it did, but then, bro, like when you're in the game long enough, bro,
Yeah.
everyone tells you, bro, look at my one.
Yeah.
There was one time I was like clipping old videos random and just putting them on my story, and then the families will be like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That's my uncle. So I stopped doing that.
Yeah, man. I don't really... Sometimes I read comments because it's normal, right? Like if I'm on the
Yeah.
apps, the comments are going to come up. But for the most part, man, F those comments.
Yeah,
bro.
hard out.
You
It was
can't-
making me laugh.
Joe Rogan said it best. He said, you know, the human brain is not used or not supposed to have 100, 200, 400, 1,000 people's opinions about them at one time. You know, we can't process that information. It's like, I love you, I hate you, I love you, you're a cunt, I'll kill you, I want to have sex with you. It's like, what the fuck? This is crazy.
Yeah,
So I try to not, you know, look at them as much as possible, man.
yeah, hard out.
But shout out to everyone who did comment. We got a lot of good comments. Yeah, and we did pretty well, man. 3,500 views on our first episode. Bunch of comments, like almost 100 comments.
Yeah, hard out. I was impressed.
Yeah.
I was impressed.
And we gave out some good picks and stuff.
And it's good to look back at, you know what I mean? We might look back and be like, bro, look at our first episode.
Yeah.
It was shocking. But really, it's humble beginnings.
Yes, sir. I mean, this is pretty stellar. Like, not too humble, man.
Man, we got all
Sam
our
Studios got
staff
the
back there, man. The
I know.
whole
What's going
team.
on? You're at Alice, Daisy.
Elise, what are you doing? Get some coffees right now
Coffee, please.
before you get fired effective immediately. I don't care. Nah,
So we can get into it. So should we speak about the previous UFC card, bro?
yes, let's talk about it, man. This is crazy.
Yeah, UFC Baku in Azerbaijan. One of the craziest UFCs ever, man. Like, there was so much, you know, anytime the UFC goes to a new country or a new city, they always fuck up. They always get shit wrong. The judges always
The
do.
judging,
Judging was bad. The reffing was terrible.
Yeah.
Did you see the Jun Young Park fight?
Yes, I did, man.
In
That
round
was shocking.
What do you think of that?
I didn't know why they were asking the fighter if he was okay to fight.
Yeah.
What did you think? They should have called it off. That was stupid.
Yeah, I thought they should have called it off. I mean, the guy kneed him in the head illegally. His head started pissing with blood.
His eye was so bad, and
Done.
I felt so sorry for Parquet. It was almost like they didn't care about his health.
No, they didn't. And they were just putting it on him like, can you fight? Can you fight? Can you fight? And he's looking like, are you seriously asking me this right
He couldn't
now?
open his eye. He was like, I can't open my eye.
No, he
The
couldn't.
blood's just pouring in his eyes.
Even in the fight, like when they restarted the fight, his eye was closed. I saw him grappling him with one eye closed. I was thinking like, how is this fight taking place? So for anyone who didn't see, basically it was in round 2, right? And one of the fighters got illegally kneed. Oh no, it was the end of round 1?
Keep in mind, that was just before 2 eye pokes. So he got an eye poke on round 1.
Yeah.
Round 2 came, he got another eye poke.
Yeah.
So he's like, obviously he's been poked twice, and then followed by the arm on the ground, getting kneed to the eye. Was just like,
kneed him in the face.
at
an illegal time because he had his hands on the mat or whatever. And then that should have been a disqualification right there because he couldn't continue.
That was stupid. It was like watching a bunch of amateurs trying to come up with a decision.
Yeah, bro, it was terrible, man. I couldn't believe it. I thought I'd cash my bet because I bet on Park to win him round 2 and to win him round 3 because I knew he'd start cooking him late, you know, because he's like a pace pressure fighter. And he was looking like he was going to do it. Like Nadia was looking tired. I thought I was going to cash it anyway. I was like, this bet's going to hit. And then he got kneed in the face. And I was like, oh, I've cashed my bet. Because if you bet on a fighter to win him around 2 or 3, and then the other fighter gets disqualified, your bet is a winner. Because your fighter did win in that round. Even though it was via disqualification, he still did. So I was thinking, we're set, we're lit. And like I told you, I got the group chat of all the guys in my group, in my betting group. And everyone was messaging like, yes, well done, boys. We just cashed the bet. Round 2 plus 800. Like the odds were like $9. So I was like, yeah, this is beautiful. And then when they started saying, oh, we might restart the fight, I couldn't believe it, bro. I was like, no way.
Yeah, no.
Feel for Park, but he still won the fight.
Yeah, he still won the fight. But for you to bet on him to win round 2 and all that unfold, man, goes to show you how elite my friend is at betting, man. That's some crazy stuff. When I was watching, I couldn't believe what was unfolding.
I mean, you could be elite. Like you can make the right reads and you can still get no money back. You know what I mean? Like you can do everything right, but you can still lose the fight. Yeah, because the referees make a bad decision or the judges make a bad decision. Speaking of the judges making a bad decision, bro, do you know what one I'm going to reference now?
Yeah, bro.
Curtis Blaydes.
Blaydes, that was shocking.
Yeah, did you think it was a robbery?
Yeah, I thought it was a big robbery. It just looked like Curtis Blaydes even said it on his post interview. He said that one of his knees or something popped out of his leg.
Yeah, I think I heard.
And
that.
he said he was just trying to survive for the last 2 rounds. So that's what I saw too. It just looked to me as if he was trying to survive.
Yeah,
because of his legs. He was shooting takedowns. It was just unlucky thing wasn't catching him with the counter uppercut. But yeah.
The people were saying that the stats were like Curtis Blaydes outstruck him and stuff like that. I don't give a fuck about the stats. I watched the fight, bro.
Sometimes the stats don't match what you're watching.
Lie, right?
Yeah,
Numbers lie, apparently. But I watched the fight, you know, so people can say he outstruck him or whatever. Curtis Blaydes got hurt about 6 or 7 times in that round 2 and round 3. And boys, the reason I'm being so emotional about this is because that decision cost me 50 grand. So did you see the betting slip that I sent you?
Yes, he sent me that, man. I couldn't believe it. I would have shat my pants.
On a TAB, I bet, shout out to my podcast, Parlay Madness. We do a podcast at the end of the week where I break down all the UFC fights on that card, right? And we give out free bets at the end. And I gave out the bet, which was 66-1. It was Ko to win via decision, and he dominated Oban Elliott, won as a $5 underdog, bro. Probably the best bet. It might be the best bet I've ever made, bro. And we had him in a parlay with Kunaev to win via decision. And at the end of the fight, I wasn't even sweating a decision. You know,
exactly.
I thought I definitely had it.
I was so happy for you too.
I was happy for me, bro.
Yeah.
I was happy for me. I was like, yeah, we guaranteed one. Like the group chat was going mad. Everyone in the group chat, yeah, well done, boys. People were saying like, I'm so glad to cash this with you. Like we're so happy that this happened to us. We're talking about it before the decision's even read. Because we're like, we're definitely going to win. Yeah. Like, of course not. And then they call it a split decision for Curtis Blaydes.
It was another John Jones, Dominic Reyes.
Yeah, bro.
The takedowns got him the win.
Yeah, honestly, I even think it was worse than that because I thought that one was like maybe even a bit closer than this one. True. And did you see my reaction video? Have you seen that? When I record myself.
Yes.
People are laughing.
I
at
was
that.
like, I would be crying.
Oh, bro, I was inside. I was crying inside. I can't cry on camera. You know.
So
what I
what?
mean?
You put 50,000?
No. I was gonna win
Win
50,000.
50,000.
Yeah, because the odds were so crazy. So
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
overall, I had like, so I had $500. I'll put it on the screen if people just go back on my Instagram and see it. I literally posted out before the
Oh
fight.
yeah, that's right. It was 500 for the 2
500
legs.
for the 2 legs, and it was going to return 27 grand. I had another 500
Yeah.
to return 6.5 grand, and then I had like a couple $1,000 on him just to win alone.
Yeah.
So overall, it was 50 grand, and yeah, bro, I was counting my money. I was thinking in my head what I'm going to do for it. Like I had already decided what I'm putting the money towards.
Yeah.
I said to myself, all right, I'm going to withdraw it. I'm not going to use it for bets because I want to specifically use it to invest in this app that I'm creating, the app I told you about. Like I'm going to put it in the app because a 3rd installment for the app's coming up. I was calculating all these things. And then like that, bro, snap of a finger, I was 50,000. And I just wasn't 50,000 down. I lost all the money I bet on him as well. So I was like,
Yeah, exactly.
I lost out on the extra 50 grand. And then I also lost like 4 grand of my own money.
Yeah, exactly.
So I was down like 54 grand. Horrible, bro. I want to stop the podcast now.
Yeah, you must.
Quit the pod, bro. But yeah.
But
man,
hey, are we
is
still
what it
up?
is.
Are we still up?
Yeah, but I won on the event.
That's
I
all
won
that
on the
matters.
event, which is crazy.
Yeah.
The event was good, bro. I won like 10 units. I won about 18 grand on the event. So it was a good event.
Listen, man.
And yeah, all of my subscribers keep on cashing, which is good because it's an added pressure, Like if I'm betting myself, it's obviously stressful, right? But there's hundreds of people that follow my bets. You know what I mean? So like it's stressful because now I'm responsible for all their money.
Yeah.
And if I start losing for a couple of weeks, which is inevitable, they start messaging me, you need to fix up, bomb. So it's fucking stressful, bro. It's not easy. It's completely different.
Exactly. But that's why you are built for it, James.
Yeah, bro.
Keep in mind, we are quite tall. Hey, we are quite tall. We're both 6'5".
Yeah, you're taller than me, bro, which is rare.
Yeah. But yeah, man. Nah, you're built for it, man. And
Thanks, bro.
this
I try,
week,
man.
let's run it back, man, and get that 50K we deserve.
Yeah, bro. UFC 317, absolute massive event. We'll get to that a bit later, though, because I did want to... Let's touch on the main event.
Yeah.
Usman... No. Actually, I did want to say this. Muhammad Usman was the first fight of the night. Do you remember in the podcast I told you Muhammad Usman for
I
a
was
bet?
like, he's going to talk about this.
Yeah.
He did exactly what you said.
Boys, if you're watching the podcast, I told you last week on the podcast that I like Muhammad Usman. It's a good bet. He was an underdog and he won. So it was close. And you went for the, because of his surname, you went for the Abdel Wahab, eh?
Yeah, I was watching the fight going, damn, he's going to drill me in the podcast.
It was a close fight, though.
Yeah, he looked dominating there. But the other guy still was
Just walking
pretty...
him down.
He looked like he could just land one punch and end it all, eh?
Yeah.
Taitui Basa.
Yeah, he's a tough motherfucker, that Hamdi, man. But yeah, I was happy to catch that. But what do you think about the main event? Khalil Roundtree versus Jamal Hill.
Man, Roundtree, he's a different animal, eh? He pretty much just walked him down, kicked his legs and punched his face and got the unanimous decision.
Easy, bro. Easy work. Kicked his leg out. His
Yeah.
legs were effed up. Did you see him switch stances all the time and stuff?
What do you think about Hill, man? Do you think he's done?
Probably,
Nah.
man.
He's just been fighting killers after killers, eh?
I don't
Give him
know.
a break, UFC.
Yeah, but Khalil Roundtree is a break, I think. I'm not saying
reckon?
Khalil. No, I'm not saying Khalil's like a.
He's a
shift.
break your legs if he kicks
Yeah,
you.
he's a break your legs. I mean, when you're talking about Alex Pereira, when you're talking about Jiri Prochazka, Khalil Roundtree's a big step down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true,
If Jamal
true.
Hill can't beat Khalil Roundtree, I don't think he's long for the UFC lightweight division, light heavyweight division.
Yeah.
You know, like he's just not the same guy after the injuries, man. You know, he's had all these knee injuries,
that
he's had
arm.
surgeries.
You know when he
Oh
popped
yeah,
his arm?
the arm snap, Paul Craig.
Yeah,
He's just not the
hard
same
run,
guy
man.
anymore.
Yeah, it's sad, because he had such a good run
Yeah,
all the way up until the Pereira.
yeah, great run.
Maybe just needs some time off.
Yeah, maybe, man. I honestly think like it could be it for him in terms of just the high level fights. You know, Jamal has a podcast as well, so I don't know if he'll see this and.
Oh yeah,
You know,
nah, he's actually one of my favorite fighters when he was coming up.
Yeah.
I was one of the guys that was sad when he was getting all the hate from everyone for the Pereira.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is what it is,
It's
man.
a tough game, man. It's just like,
Yeah.
I just don't think he's the same fighter as he was before the injuries. You know,
Yeah,
the guy who
exactly.
threw like fucking 500 strikes against Glover
Yeah.
or whatever it was. Just doesn't seem like he's the same guy anymore. Couldn't check the leg kicks. Couldn't close distance well. Couldn't cut off the cage. Khalil Roundtree was just Muay Thai-ing him. MMA fight, but he was just Muay Thai-ing him the whole fight. So shout out to Khalil. Good win.
Yeah, good one.
And he went off as the underdog. He was the favorite. But then loads of money came in on Hill.
Did you win a lot of money on Roundtree?
Nah, I bet on Hill. So
Yeah,
shit
I
on
had
that.
I had my bets on Hill too.
Yeah, terrible bet, to be honest, bro. That was like one. I could never escape a card without one bad bet, you know, because I bet like 20 bets on 15 bets on each card, you know.
Yeah,
That was like the one bad bet I had on the card, to be honest. I think every other bet that I made, which doesn't always happen, man. Sometimes I have loads of bad bets, but every other bet was good. But it was a pretty underwhelming main event, really.
Yeah,
It was boring, man. It looked like a sparring match.
Yeah, it was just sad.
Yeah,
His legs were gone too. He was switching stance.
yeah. His legs were done.
Yeah.
The Fizai versus Bahamondes fight, that was
good.
pretty good.
I just like, that was just experience versus
Yeah,
up and comers. I liked how Rafael stayed patient in the first round.
yeah, he did.
You could just tell maybe the nerves got to him because
Bahamondes?
because he was sweating. Like I always look at the sweat, like, all right, who's sweating and getting more anxious? Like, and you could just see Rafael was just so calm.
Yeah, like he's been there a million times.
Yeah, he's been there.
And this was a big step up for Bahamondes, man. Like, I had a decent sized bet on Rafael Fiziev, and one of the reasons I did that is just because of what you said. It was like a huge experience gap. You know, this guy had been fighting killers like Justin Gaethje, Mateus Gamrot, Hanato Moicano, who he knocked out, Rafael Dos Anjos, you know, for his entire career. And Bahamondes had beat a guy who retired in Jalen Turner and lost to fighters like Ludovic Klein. It's just too much too soon for Bahamondes. I think he's got a good career ahead of him.
Yeah, he looked good. Like he looked good.
He looked
He's
solid.
just
It was a close fight.
Yeah, it was
like people were messaging me after Fiziev dominated. Like, no, he won all 3 rounds, but I didn't think he was like, because we talking betting odds. So everyone was saying like, wow, Fiziev should have been a massive favorite. And I just thought to myself, I don't know about massive favorite. I think good size favorite, you know, like maybe like.
So, styles make fight, man. Like, it just, I thought he was going to use his range and, you know, use the distance, but it seemed like he couldn't. He was relying on kicks, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he just not at that level, isn't it?
Yeah, but lucky.
That was a good fight for Fiziev, and he was in his hometown as well, which is good. I mean, I don't know where he's actually from. He's listed as from Azerbaijan, but I think he's from Kyrgyzstan, and I don't really know. He's a bit of a weird one where he's from. But the crowd were going crazy for him. It was interesting to see him shoot multiple takedowns as well.
Yeah, I seen him level changing in the second round.
Yeah.
At the end of the first round.
Every round, I think he might have shot.
Yeah,
him,
he was
honestly.
just landing good takedowns on them.
End of the fight, he shot a couple of takedowns like right before the fight. It was interesting though. He didn't want to be on the ground, so he wasn't trusting in his jiu-jitsu, but he was trusting in his wrestling.
Yeah.
So he knew he could get the takedowns, but he didn't want to
He
be
was
caught in
doing
the
it
guard.
specifically for the takedown.
Yeah.
He wanted the takedowns.
Yeah, like to punctuate the round.
Yeah.
He didn't want to stay in guard.
Yeah,
because Bahamondes is tricky on the ground. And they even had him in an armbar for like half a second or some shit. But then he just pulled it out and then he stood back up to his feet.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So he's just doing it to just like domination, you know? Like I'm beating you on his feet and I'm taking you down, but I'm not taking any risk. It was a veteran performance, bro.
You could just see the confidence. After round 1, it was almost like he was like, all right, let me show you
formality.
More of my arsenal.
Yeah.
So it
was like, a veteran performance.
Yeah, it was.
But this is interesting, but I don't think Fiziev is at his best anymore. Like, I do feel like he looked... I think if they fought a couple of years ago, Fiziev would have potentially dropped him, hurt him, maybe even knocked him out.
Yeah, that Fiziev, back when he was doing his whole...
Matrix
and then did his little Cody No Love. That was,
Yeah, I don't think he's on that same level anymore.
How old is he?
Maybe like 33, 32, 34. So, like, he should be in his prime. But, you know, like, fight years and numerical age are completely different things, right?
Yeah, true.
Like, some of these fighters are fucking 29 and they're coming like they're 48. Like,
well, look at Max Holloway. He's still young as. And
exactly.
He's on his way out because...
Yeah.
Oh, he should be. Shout out to Max Holloway, man. Don't fight too long, man.
He's fighting Dustin Poirier, isn't it, soon? In the trilogy fight. Who you got in that one?
Have you seen... Oh, man. I love I love Max Holloway. I always back him because he's a Uso.
Oh,
But I
yeah,
put my
yeah.
money on Dustin, man.
Yeah,
I love Dustin's boxing. He's 2-0 against Max.
yeah, he is.
He's just a bit heavier and stronger, man.
Yeah, that's a good point. He
Just
is bigger.
heavier and stronger.
He's
Like,
more natural for that weight
yeah.
class.
Lil Wayne's walking him out. That's crazy.
So they're both from Louisiana. That's why, right? Is that why?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
They're
I
both-
think that's why.
I'm not too sure if... Oh, yeah, is he?
Yeah, yeah, Dustin's from Louisiana because he got the hot sauce. You know that
I thought
Louisiana.
it was from
hot sauce?
it was New Orleans now. Where was
Oh.
the Super Bowl? Where was the Super Bowl Kendrick Lamar performed at?
Maybe New Orleans.
Because that's the Super Bowl Lil Wayne was like, boy, that's my hometown.
Oh, okay.
I should...
Someone
Nah,
in the-
actually, don't
someone
take
in
my
the-
word for it, guys. Because I got rocks on my head.
I was just gonna say, bro. People in the comments are gonna say we got rocks in our
Yeah,
head for not knowing
no.
that. No, I just don't fucking know where.
I
Dustin
get pulled
lives.
up on it so much, even on my YouTube channel.
Lil Wayne's kind of washed up now, no? Like
Yeah.
Eminem, bro. Like he's washed up. You know, he's made a couple bangers every now and then, but like he's not in his prime anymore. You know what I mean? I'm not surprised they.
There's
left
that
hate
saying,
comments.
man, you can be famous for so long, you become...
Psycho.
You
Drug addict?
become like, you know, if you're famous for long enough, you become an idiot. No, I don't know.
Yeah, but talking about famous and becoming crazy, have you seen the recent videos of Justin Bieber, bro?
Bro, he's crazy. I thought you were gonna say BJ Penn.
Oh no, let's speak about that one. That's
Let's speak on that one, man.
Yeah,
What's
that-
up with him?
I don't know, bro.
He thinks his family's cloned. If you know BJ Penn, help him, man. He's going crazy. His parents are not cloned. None of that's true, man. He's losing his mind. Help him.
Imagine if he was right and we were all wrong, calling him crazy. That would be really mad. That would send you crazy.
Yeah, but I looked into it. He's calling one of these coaches someone he's not, and that coach is commenting on the Instagram.
Really?
So
Well,
it's
I'm,
like
I'm sure, bro. I don't think he's right.
yeah.
I would assume so.
He's saying his family's not his family.
Yeah, that's fucked, man. Imagine being his family and seeing that. That's sad, bro. I hope he gets the help he deserves,
Yeah,
obviously.
he needs some treatment, man. That's
He's a legend,
definitely
bro.
CTE.
Yeah, I think so.
That's definitely CTE, man, and it's sad to see, you know, like seeing fighters, veterans.
Yeah,
I reckon the fighters should come together and help him.
yeah, man.
Did you see that video of him getting arrested? The people that are like recording him and think they're like, "Where's the money? BJ, where's the money? Like, where did you put the money? We need the money." Like, you know, like they're like worried about the money. Like, it's almost like he's hanging around with fuckwits and they're just
really?
fucking telling him bullshit. And
In
you know,
Hawaii, yeah. He
I'm
lives
not
in
too
Hawaii.
sure. Yeah, must be. He's from Hawaii. I'm not too sure if he's living there, but yeah, the whole thing's on YouTube.
Yeah, that's
I'm pretty
mad.
sure it's sad.
Have you heard the story about how he almost died? He almost died in this. I think Joe Rogan spoke about it. Hopefully, it's about BJ Penn. Otherwise, I'm gonna look like an idiot with rocks in my head. But BJ Penn apparently got sucked into, you know, a wave pool where they do the waves. He got sucked into where they do the waves and was like underneath water, like suffocating. But then I don't know. Somehow he escaped. So that guy's been through it all, man.
Shout out to BJ Penn, man. You're a fighter, bro, and I hope you come out on top. Whatever you're going through.
Did you see Ben Askren, bro? He's out of the hospital now, I think.
Oh, did he make it out of the life support?
Pretty sure he's out because I saw a photo of him on crutches and looking fucked. So I didn't look into it, but I saw the photo. So I'm assuming that's like recent. Hopefully it is, man.
Look at the timing. It's like just before he went into coma.
Yeah, hopefully not. But if not, prayers for him.
Yeah.
But prayers for him regardless. It was looking bad at one point. I was thinking he might die.
Yeah, I know. I seen that, man. But it's never nice. Like as a UFC fighter, I was never a fan. But seeing that, man, I felt so sorry.
Yeah, man. And at the end of the day, bro, Ben's a like
Good dude. Eh?
I didn't dislike him. He's
Yeah.
not a great fight style. He's just wrestler and stuff.
It's just I was one of those ones. I was one of those fight fans. You know, they're the worst.
Or just not fucking with him.
Nah, just when he came to UFC, I was like, bro, he's. I was one of those guys.
Yeah.
Like just hating on him for no reason, but he was actually good. Eh?
Yeah, bro. He beat Andrei Koreshkov in his prime, man. Just dominated him, ragdolled him for 5 rounds, I believe it was. He's got some good wins, man. Yeah. Beat Robbie Lawler, but I don't know if he did. Do you remember that fight?
Yeah,
it's bulldog.
and then Robbie
choke.
Lawler's like, but he actually looked like he was out. Eh? He was like,
Yeah,
and
it
then
was a
he's
weird
like,
one.
as soon as he let go, he was like, man, I was okay.
Yeah.
You see me? But he's such game, eh?
But yeah, hopefully Ben's all right. That was from a staph infection, bro. That's how it came. Staph infection, and it just effed him up. I don't know exactly what it did, and put him into a coma and stuff.
That's why, man.
Gotta be careful.
Shout out to CKB, man. Those fellas, straight after training, man, the whole team scrubbing the floors.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You have to, man.
Yeah, bro, because in gyms, hey, it's some of the, like, you walk in any gym, bro,
Yeah,
the
dirty.
first thing you smell is, like, toe jams.
Yeah.
It's just, like, a sweaty,
Yeah, dirty.
and it's leather, so it's, like, bro.
And a lot of gyms, like, they don't have that much money, so maybe the building that they have the gym in, maybe it's very small. Obviously, if it's smaller, it's easier for germs to spread. Maybe there's no windows because there's a lot of basement gyms and stuff like that. Like the gym I go to, it's like down the stairs. You got to walk down the hill to get there. It's like not underground, but, you know, like on a low level. It is kind of underground. It's like on the level like -1, so there's not a lot of light there's basically no light that gets in my gym.
Bro, you're in a dungeon, man.
I train in
Who's
a
running
dungeon.
this gym? Yeah, what are you doing down there, bro?
We're choking people out, bro. But yeah, like it doesn't get no daylight, man. So it's easy for the bugs to spread and stuff like that. And that's like a lot of gyms are like that.
Yeah. There's dudes that go to gyms and use like old gloves and that are there, bro.
Oh yeah, all of that stuff. You know, like gis and stuff. Like if you turn up to a gym and you ain't got a gi, like you could wear that old gi and it stinks of sweat and stuff like that. I've done that before. When you go to like a random gym and it's like gi practice.
What is staph infection? Like, is it like a scab or is it like a...
It looks like one. So basically it's an infection that you get usually from like training in gyms.
Yeah, from rolling around and
I
getting
think
bacteria
like bodily
into you.
fluids
It's like,
and sweat. That's how it's transferred. And then once it's like a skin infection. So once it gets into your skin, but then it can transmit to your blood. So if it gets in your blood, then you can be fucked. That's why you have to treat it ASAP. If you have like a staph infection, you have to have antibiotics straight away. If you don't have antibiotics, it grows.
And eat your flesh, eh?
Yeah, all of that stuff. I think it grows rapidly. Like I've seen some where like the entire body is like open. Because that's how, it eats the whole flesh and it's open. So, yeah, man, it's dangerous, bro. It kills people and stuff, you know?
Keep your hygiene up if you're in gyms, man. Please.
Yeah.
All right? Wash your gloves, wash your ass, and wash your freaking... Bro, shout out to Bokenberg.
Like living in the gym, I'm sure if he was training constantly, you know, easy to train.
Yeah.
Learning so much.
He loves that, though. He told me, he goes, bro, when I first met you, I was living there.
Oh, man.
But I reached out to him. I was like, bro, if you ever in that situation, bro, I always got a bed for you.
Not your one.
No, my one.
They're big boys, though. They won't fit in one bed, man.
I got a customized bed, though.
Walcombe Bay, big heavyweight lad. He needs his
You can
own
have
bed.
the single bed. Nah, but I mean, you know, that little mattress on my thing's better than... We need to get him on the episode.
Yeah.
He's
bring him
crazy,
on.
too. Yeah, he's keen.
He's the man.
Balkan Bear, come on the show. Who was that other guy that the UFC fighter that you got coming on the show?
Oh, Chris Duncan?
I've seen, that's cool, man.
Chris Duncan's a legend, man. He's a UFC lightweight. He's fighting Mateusz Rebecki soon. If you know Rebecki, the old Polish guy, great fight. Chris Duncan, yeah, man, he's a legend, bro. He's the guy who's got one of the fastest knockouts in Contender Series history.
Yes, that's right.
He knocked the guy out ASAP. I think it was like a couple of minutes into round one. There's probably been some quicker ones. But yeah, Chris Duncan's a legend. I might go see him when I go out to Vegas because he's fighting in Vegas and I have to go out there. My friend is competing in the CJI trials, which is like a couple weeks after. So I think I might go there like a week before and go and see if I can see Chris out there. Hopefully I can get some training with him and stuff like that. Chris, if you're listening, you can show me the guillotine, my man. He's got the epic guillotine, bro.
Yeah. Nah, I just clicked now. I've seen heaps of his fights.
Yeah.
He's a legend.
Yeah, he's a man. So he's on the come up as well, bro. It's a big fight for him. If he beats Mateusz Rebecki,
he's good, eh?
Oh, Rebecki's a great fighter, man. But yeah, if he beats him, he's like, he'll be top 15, you know? And then he's in line for like one or two more fights after that.
Title run.
One or two more fights after that. He's like talking about title and stuff. It's crazy how, you know, things can go in the UFC. All you need is a couple good wins.
Yeah. The heavyweight division's going to be exciting, eh?
Oh, yeah. Shit.
You want to announce
that as well?
Yeah, you want to announce that?
John Jones. Goat. He announced via ChatGPT that he retired.
What do you mean? Is that how he announced it?
So basically, bro, he posted on, so I think Dana said it first, but he posted on Twitter, like, I'm retiring. But the entire paragraph that he posted was written by ChatGPT. And you can tell because...
Lines?
Yeah, there's the line in it. And it's just so obvious as well. Like, I use ChatGPT, so I know.
Yeah,
It's so obvious. And I even saw him...
I've had heaps of people message me their bullshit GPT.
Yeah. I get fuming when people do that.
Remember the lines, man. You got to put a name in there.
Yeah, just remove the lines and it's so obvious.
Remove the lines, man. Amateurs.
But yeah, bro, he wrote his whole entire retiree speech. Look, maybe he could, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, because he could have like typed it into ChatGPT, what he wanted to say, and said like, can you clean it up and make the grammar good?
Yeah.
But
yeah, exactly.
That's giving him the benefit of the doubt though, bro. Like, John's a madman. He might have just said, write my retirement speech.
Yeah, he
here.
probably paid someone and they just done that. No, yeah.
But look, man, John is getting a lot of hate right now because of what he did to the heavyweight division, which was hold it up. Even though he knew he was retiring, he held it up for a long time. He held the belt. But he did say on his own Instagram or on some Twitter, or I think it might have been Twitter, that he told the UFC a long time ago about his plans and they just didn't announce it. So if the UFC is not announcing it, he probably doesn't want to announce it because he doesn't want to go behind their back, right?
Yeah.
They probably told him, don't announce it. So, you know, a lot of people are hating John Jones right now, but maybe they don't know that. Maybe they don't know the full picture. I don't know. But I think he's the greatest fighter of all time by far.
Yeah.
Outside of the octagon, the guy's an absolute lunatic. You know, he just got arrested recently, you know.
Doing what?
I don't know. What did he do? He crashed a woman's car or some shit.
He's a bad man.
He's a nutter,
he's
innit?
a bad man.
He's got a dark side, bro.
Yeah, definitely. Imagine his friends. Hey, we need to get his friends out. Nah, joking. But he is the GOAT, man. And to all the casuals that say he's ducking Tom, man, like, bro, he is. But he's still the GOAT.
Bro, John's done enough.
He's done enough,
John's
man.
done enough
He's
for
done
the
enough.
sport, man.
You gotta be a proper UFC fan to know he's the GOAT, man. This
Youngest champion ever.
Youngest champion ever. Dominated everyone. Only loss was because he got disqualified from a 12-6.
Which is legal
Which
now.
is legal now.
John's a legend, bro.
He's dominated
We should
everyone.
go against the grain because everyone's hating on John right now, but I want to show him his flowers. Like, John Jones is the perfect fighter of all time. You know, when last week when we was doing the Craft Your Perfect Fighter, and I said I might just pick John Jones for everything because he literally is that, bro. Like, of course, you know, he's maybe certain things he doesn't have that much power and stuff, but man, like, his fight IQ is legendary. The wins he has is amazing. He beat like 3 generations of fighters. He beat Shogun and all them lot, and then he beat like Gustafsson and all them lot, and then he come back and beat like Cyril Gane. That's 3 generations of fighters. You know, Dominic Reyes and all that. Dominic Reyes, whatever, you could say it was a robbery. At the end of the day, a very close fight.
Yeah, to beat the champ, you gotta beat him convincingly.
He won the fight, right?
Yeah, he won the fight.
Regardless of what we say, like, he did win the fight on the scorecard. So, yeah, Dominic Reyes, all of those guys, and then fucking Cyril Gane. That's like arguably 4 generations. You could
Cyril
say.
Gane in first round.
Yeah, easy.
Dominated.
Made it look easy.
Even his last fight, Stipe, dominated.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I mean, John's done enough in my eyes. I think by far he's the best fighter of all time. I don't think it's particularly close. I think people like GSP and Khabib and Mighty Mouse are like a whole tier below him. That's what I believe. So shout out to John Jones, man. You know, he's one of the perfect fighters ever. I'd love to watch his fights. I used to study him back in the day, bro. Like, I used to watch his fights, try and fight like him, try and do everything he does. Yes. Obviously, I wasn't successful at it, but I gave it a go. You know what I mean?
Spinning elbow way, like spinning
beautiful.
elbow, beautiful.
He's so creative, man.
So creative. He's a man that solves the puzzle.
Yes.
Like,
no matter what puzzle it is.
Doesn't matter how bad it is, he knows how to get himself out of it.
And he fights differently in every fight.
Exactly.
You know, some fight he grapples a little bit more. Some fight he just outstrikes. Some fight he's aggressive. Some fight he chokes you out. Yeah. Some fight he knocks you out. I mean, spinning wheel kick against Stipe in his last fight. That's the first ever spinning kick he won. It's the first ever spinning knockout he got, right?
Yeah.
And that was in his last fight. That's like 20 years into his career. It's just unbelievable, man.
He's unbelievable.
Shout out to John.
Yeah, shout out to John Jones. He's done enough. I just want to know, if they were to fight, what would your bet be?
I might have to go Aspinall, you know. I said all of that, and I might have to go Tom Aspinall, bro. He's an English lad.
I think that's why everyone hates on him, because that $1 million question, who do you think would win?
Yeah, because a lot of people would pick Aspinall in that fight. Exactly. But a lot of people were picking Cyril Gane, you know. So But that was a bit different because he was moving up to the heavyweight for the first time. But it's a great fight, man. Who would you pick?
I'll pick Tom Aspinall.
You reckon?
I think John Jones is smart, man.
Yeah.
Don't risk all that for this hungry young veteran.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like if it was someone who wasn't as dangerous, he might fight him, maybe. You know what I mean?
Yeah. John Jones is smart, man. Like, you got to look at it like, bro.
So if he's not fighting him, there's a reason.
Yeah, there's a reason. Maybe he just can't solve the puzzle.
Yeah, or it's just too much of a risk. Because Tom is so explosive early, and he's massive. He's a natural heavyweight. John's not necessarily a natural heavyweight. He was light heavyweight for his entire career. And I just think the speed and power might be too much early. I do think if it gets into round 3 and round 4, John will fuck him up, though.
Yeah, definitely. Or it could be a full domination for John Jones.
Yeah,
John Jones could probably take him down and hold him there every round.
Could be. Yeah,
That's
great
the
fight
thing. Yeah,
that we'll never see.
Yeah, that's the thing with John Jones, though. Like, he's just got, have you seen his arm, his reach and stuff?
Longest reach in UFC, bro.
Longest reach in UFC.
85-inch, I think.
So I reckon that might be a problem.
See, I weren't really around for I haven't gone back and watched GSP's whole career and stuff
Who's
like that.
your go? Yeah, I forgot about GSP.
That's what I mean. Like,
last week I was
GSP.
like, damn, I should have picked his wrestling.
Yeah, fuck, we didn't pick GSP. Maybe we'll pick his fight IQ or something. I would say maybe I do like Khabib, but he's undefeated. You know, it's very rare. Only Khabib and Joe have ever been undefeated.
And I respect Khabib, but
don't think he got the wins.
He had plenty fights left in him.
Yeah, he did.
He had plenty fights in him.
How
old was he when he retired?
Maybe like 30 or so, 28, 29.
That's young, but he did say it was more to do with his father.
Yeah, his father passed.
So I respect that.
His mum told him.
Yeah, his mum told him.
But you can't deny Khabib in his prime, bro. Like, that guy is a monster, bro.
Monster.
You can't get it off him. Like, he's just his pace and his pressure. Yeah. You know his most impressive fight to me? Not because of it wasn't his most clean fight. It wasn't his most dominant. It was very dominant, though. But the fight against Justin Gaethje, bro. Justin spoke about it after, and he said, they asked him, they said, Justin, what would you say was the thing that surprised you the most about fighting Khabib? You know, the obvious question that people always get asked after fights. And Justin said, you know, it wasn't his wrestling. It wasn't his chin. It wasn't his power. It was his presence. And I thought about that. And that's exactly what I saw in the fight. And I didn't know what made that performance stand out to me so much. But it was Khabib's presence. I felt it watching. So I could only imagine what Justin felt. But, you know, his presence, like, you just feel him in front of him and you're like, this guy
his
is...
aura.
Yeah, bro.
His
basically.
Aura, his alphaism.
Literally. But obviously that comes from, you know, the pressure, the pace, the footwork, the chin. Like, obviously all of that combined, but the presence, the strength, when he gets hold of you, he won't give up. Yeah. Like, that fight was crazy, bro. That's one of my favorite UFC fights ever. Just the pace and pressure he put on Justin. And he just choked him unconscious, bro. Snot was coming out of his face. It was brutal.
Just the way he gets, when he takes them down and he wraps their legs into like a little...
started it.
Hey, and he's just got that leg in like a triangle and he's just holding it there and they're just like, you just literally see their legs like that.
And so much pressure, man.
Pressure, man.
My coach is from that region. He's not from Dagestan, but he's from that region, right? He's a grappler. And I've rolled with him, and he's so strong, bro. It's crazy. Like, he's quite skinny, you know? Like, he's slim, wiry. He
muscle memory.
He grabs your wrists. You want to tap from a fucking wrist, bro. It's like he's going to snap your wrist with it. He's like he's going to snap your wrist with his grip. You know what I mean? And just that strength and that pressure. And it's like he can put you in a rear naked choke and squeeze 5% and you want to tap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas other people, they need to squeeze like 80%. Like, I could just imagine all those Dagestan guys. And you see it in the fights. Like, the grip strength they have. You know, like the balance, the core strength. These things that you don't think of. Khabib, man, through the roof.
Yeah. So is that your top 3?
Like, I have to think about it, but I don't want to be here for 2 hours. The people will get bored. So
next week we'll have our proper top 3.
Maybe next 3 I'll change it. But subject to change, John Jones, Khabib. Valentina Shevchenko, fuck you haters, man.
Okay.
Bang.
My top 3 of all time. John Jones, GSP, Anderson Silva.
Oh, nice. Anderson's a legend, bro.
Bro, just imagine seeing all three of them in their prime in front of you. That would have been epic.
I thought you was going to say Israel Adesanya, Kai Kara France, and Mark Hunt.
Yeah, but they're still fighting. They're still like, they're going to be my top three, you know what I mean?
When they retire.
But I like hitting the ones that are retired because give them their flowers, man.
Yeah, the OGs.
To prepare for the future, you must honor the past.
I like that one, man. I always try to shout out the OGs in my space, the MMA betting space. There were people that come before me, you know, and I always like to shout them out. That's like Dan from Half the Battle, who I always mention, Cody Safdich, my man, Paul Shaughnessy, like all of those guys. Sam, you want to do the quick fire questions? What's 482, bro?
That's my area code. Like,
okay, I thought so.
Every, 482 is like the start of our phone numbers, bro.
Oh, yeah.
So when I was young, I always used to be like, oh, that's 685. Yeah, 482 is just something stupid. Don't put this in the... But it's like the code that I've always been by. Like, the boys always...
Yeah. I had that as well. SC, that's the end of my email, bro. SC1.
SC1.
Southeast 1. Yeah, I'm from Southeast London.
Oh, yeah.
Like SC1. That's my.
And then 685 is like the Samoan numbers. So you'll see a lot of like Samoans.
Yeah.
Like Tai Tuivasa, he's always like 685.
Oh, yeah.
Muay Thai.
Yeah. Muay Thai, definitely. 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years. Right.
I've trained
you
for
ain't
more
get too
than
much
3
of a
years.
hiding. That dude's been training for 70 years.
Yeah, it's way worse.
Oh, bro, he'll be old.
That's easy.
Yeah, I'll fight the old fella.
You fight Taekwondo?
Because he's been training for 70 years.
He might have started at 7 years.
Oh, 7 years.
70.
I thought you said 70.
You want to beat up an old man, bro.
So the rocks are just freaking...
Fats beats up old men. You heard it here
but
first.
Yeah, who would you?
Muay Thai, definitely. 3 years. But I've trained for longer than 3 years. So I do that all the time. If I fight a Taekwondo black belt, he might kick me in the head, bro. Fuck that, man.
True, yeah.
Spinning kick to the head, bro. I don't want that shit.
Oh, Tom.
Yeah.
I'd rather get knocked out in the first minute than frickin' suffer for frickin'...
He would brutalize
Oh, wait, Marab.
you. Yeah.
I reckon I'll frickin' rag him. I reckon I'll pick him...
Bro, you got
No, I reckon I'd actually beat him in the grapple. You know how heavy I am?
Yeah, he won't be able to take you
I'm
down.
a Martin, or what's that dude? Martin Bradley, when he's like, he always talks about his physique, he'll beat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Bradley Martin, he's always like, I'll knock you out, bro. I'm way too big.
Yeah.
I reckon I'll dominate him, bro. I'm confident enough. I know a bit on the ground.
Yeah.
I reckon I'll put him in a crucifix and just elbow him for the rest of the...
Fucking hell,
2
bro.
minutes.
Marab, you heard that here first, bro.
We should... I want to actually try grapple these little fellas, bro.
I
Because
don't
I'm
think-
pretty powerful.
Yeah.
I'm pretty strong.
Have you trained?
I'm training at the moment. No, I'm not the best at the moment. I'm pretty shocking. But...
You ain't going to be able to crucifix him, bro.
Marab!
Yeah.
How heavy is he?
He probably walks around like one... You're already like, 100. Easy.
Yeah, definitely.
like
you're
maybe
right.
like 160?
Yeah, you're right, man. He might be little, bro, but at that level,
You definitely won't be able to crucifix him, but he'll struggle taking you down, bro. Fucking hell, man.
Fuck, I wanna actually try and make this happen. I reckon I'll fucking crucifix him, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna crucifix him one day just because, bro, I'm actually good on the ground, bro.
Do you think you could crucifix
I
Kai Kara France?
Nah, not Kai Kara.
What? But Kai Kara is smaller than Marab and the worst wrestler.
Not Kai Kara, man. He's different. He's moldy, bro. It's because he's moldy, bro.
Yeah, bro. I love that one.
Nah, but yeah,
Nah,
you're
but
right, man.
He's too high level, bro.
Yeah, true.
I do
Yeah,
agree,
you're
though.
right.
I do agree, though. He'll struggle to take you down because you're
But
massive,
I'll get
bro.
tired in that.
Yeah,
Trying to just
after
stand
some
there.
time,
yeah,
after
right,
some
you're right.
time. But he's not just going to be able to instantly single leg you and take you down. Like, you'll be able to... It'll be like, if anyone's ever watched Conor McGregor fight in the mountain, basically Fats is like the mountain. You guys can't see how big Fats is because you're behind the camera, but Fats is called Fats for a reason. It should be
I'm
called...
190 kgs.
Yeah. What's that in pounds?
I'll just stand there while Marev's trying to grab a leg, and I'll just wait till he's tired, and then just.
I think it's gonna be the opposite. He's gonna wait till you're tired.
Yeah, true. I'll get tired of him holding my leg.
What's 190 pounds in 190 kilo in pounds?
It'll be like 360.
Nah,
what do you reckon?
It's not double. What is it? It's like 300 or something. What?
I'm 418 pounds.
You're a monster, bro.
See, I'm 418. He's
Marab's fuck, mate. He's getting the crucifix,
and
bro.
I can move pretty good for a big guy.
Yeah, bro. Fucking hell, mate.
Like fucking call people out, bro. I reckon we call people out and we'll even try go get Marab one day and be like, oh, fucking waste.
Marab, if you're seeing this, bro.
Marab. The boys. I bet you any money I can put you on a crucifix. Me and you. 2 minutes on a jiu-jitsu mat. I promise you. I will cut your circulation.
Oh, no.
I'll put you to sleep. But only Marab, alright?
Oh, man, that's so funny.
One day we could do it though, you know what I mean? I wouldn't put any money on that. 'Cause fuck, I don't believe in myself. I just want to do it for content, man. You got to get hated.
Bro, Marab's a madman, you know. He might accept that challenge, you know. He's a
What about
nutter.
us? Oh, wait, I might take that back. Have you seen us dive into the snow?
Yeah.
Into the ice lake?
Cut his head, animal.
And he just gets up and he's like,
He beat the ice, bro. He beat the ice.
Yeah, I beat him.
Oh, mate, we'll make that happen one day. I guarantee that happens one day. I don't know if it's going to be in 6 months or in 6 years, but Phats will
I
fight
guarantee,
Marab
why
one
don't we
day.
make a bet? I reckon I can take him down before he takes me down. I'll take him down effortlessly because I can pick him up and throw him. Like, there's no, like, it does, because you got to remember, like, I've grappled with people before and my strength and size is just too much for, like, when you're that little, you know what I mean?
So
like,
he's like 150 pounds. So
he's
you're
so
what,
he's
410?
so good, but he's so light to me. Like, he could grab my leg, like, he could grab a perfect single leg, and I could literally just rip him off my leg. Oh, sorry.
Bro, we should try this.
I truly believe I'll ragdoll him because...
There's Marabs at CKB, you know. We could just go CKB and do it.
True.
There is, but...
That'll be Aaron Toe.
Yeah.
Aaron Toe, if you're watching this, let's have a little
Just
grapple.
calling out everyone. Don't call everyone.
Nah, not Aaron Toe. Aaron Toe,
Everyone's
nah,
gonna be-
because... not Aaron Toe, because that dude, he walks around heavy. He cuts heaps of weight to get into this. So he might be like in the hundreds.
All the fighters are going to be on Phats' tail, bro. Bring it on.
Give me 6 months.
So funny, bro. I would rather fight Tom. I could just stay on the outside, you know, leg kick him a bit. No, I'm joking. I'll just run away. I just run away I reckon I could run away for 60 seconds.
You reckon?
I think so.
In the octagon.
I think I could survive 60 seconds.
Who's that guy that was
Tom
running?
Aspinall. If you're no,
Tom Aspinall, if you're watching, James wants you. You and James.
Bro, this meant to be like a positive MMA
Yeah.
podcast.
No, I'm joking. I take it all back. If you're a fighter, I don't want no smoke, all right?
Except for Marab.
Yeah, shout out to City Liga, man. I went there and got hidings from all the little 15-year-olds.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'd fight Tom. I don't want to I'd love to grapple with Marab, like just to grapple. Like that's a goal, right? Like I love to do. Obviously, it'll fuck me up, but I think in terms of like surviving, I'd be able to survive with Aspinall for 60 seconds more than 2 hours, because 2 hours is too long, bro.
Bro, but
I'm fucked after
trust
jiu-jitsu
me, the
class, bro.
difference between heavyweight.
Yeah, but 60
and
seconds
Marab.
are 2 hours, though.
Yeah, but you can just tap. Or do you have to be
No,
unconscious?
2 hours is 2 hours. You can't tap, bro. 2 hours.
What?
Yeah, 2 hours.
Bro, you're dead.
Yeah. Cardiac
Tom,
arrest.
Tom.
Cardiac
But Tom
arrest.
can kill you in a minute.
I reckon I can survive, man. It's a minute. I can do it.
Is it-
It's not
is it-
definite.
Is it true that
not
UFC
100%.
fighters are considered lethal weapons?
I don't know about that. I think
Yeah,
that's,
I've heard-
I think
have
that's
you heard
a ru-
that?
I heard that from
That's
when I
a
was a
rumor,
kid.
eh?
They have to register their hands.
Yeah, they
Like,
register their hands as deadly weapons.
Well, go
that
into
a
the
myth?
police station. Can I register my hands, please?
Can I
Just
register
become a
these?
professional
Well, I
fighter?
need to go register my grappling against Marab, didn't I?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll pick Tom, bro. He might.
Yeah.
He could knock me out in 60, but I might be able to. I'm just running, by the way. I'm not engaging.
Yeah, definitely.
Even then, he still might get me, but he might not. But Marab will definitely get me.
2
There's
hours,
100% chance.
He's got gas tank for 2 hours.
Yeah, 100% chance. Like, I got 0% chance to survive 2 hours in Marab, but I've got a percentage chance to survive Tom.
Yeah.
Maybe like 50-50 or some shit.
It's 1 minute with the shark or 2 hours with the piranhas.
Yeah, exactly. I'll take the shark, man. Yeah, Paul Harris. Do you know Paul Harris is old school?
Yeah. Nah. Yeah, no one can take 10 leg kicks
I
from
can.
Aldo.
If I'm taking 10 leg kicks. Do you know Paul Harris, bro? He's got banned from the UFC.
Yes.
He got banned from the UFC for breaking people's knees.
Yeah,
he wouldn't let go.
wouldn't let go away. Oh, bro.
10 leg kicks, bro.
Are you sure?
Yeah, because
10?
they're going to heal, bro.
So you're telling me you'll let him line up 10 of Jose Aldo's leg kicks? He's breaking your leg.
First of all, it's fire. It's fire. So because he's
kick.
Muay Thai. Bro, I've took a lot of leg kicks, bro.
Yeah, true.
I've took a lot of leg kicks. My legs are conditioned to some degree. I can't be stuck in a leg lock because he's gonna break my knee, bro. It's Achilles is popping. Like, depends what leg lock it is. But
I truly believe
I can't get out of that. It's just a bruise. At the end of the day, legs is just a bruise. Like, I'll be fucked for a couple of days.
Yeah, true that. Eh?
But bro, he's gonna pop your ACL. You're fucked for 6 months. You'll be bruised for like a week, you're all good, bro.
Yeah, true.
Look at the size of your legs,
I reckon
bro.
10
You
kicks
can
from
take
Aldo,
them.
you'll have like at least a fracture.
No, I'll just be badly bruised.
I don't reckon. Oh yeah, true. Eh? Because
Anyway, he's not even that big.
Yeah.
not
Because
that
of Faber, he took 100 leg kicks and he just had crutches.
Bro, I've sparred with people that way better leg kicks than Aldo in Thailand.
Oh yeah, true that. You're
My
right.
coach in Thailand is Kem Sitsom-Pinong. He's one of the best Muay Thai fighters ever, bro. He fought Sanchai 3 times. He beat him once. I've took leg kicks from him. He calf kicked me and I couldn't train for 3 days.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it was one, you know.
was there one?
It was one.
Imagine 10. No, this one's
It legit was one, bro.
Yeah.
It was a freak one though, but
I've got a good little low kick.
yeah. To the calf or to the thigh?
To anywhere, bro.
Oh,
like
yeah.
anywhere I connect, they're flying. When those ones say Marab. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. I'm definitely taking the leg kicks.
Yeah, I'll take the leg kicks then. You've convinced me, James.
Bro, you don't want a leg lock, bro. Your Achilles is popping. Oh, C Mac G, bro. Conor McGregor all day,
Mac G.
mate. So we have some hookers, we'll have some blow. We'll have the best night of my life.
Yeah, Conor McGregor looks like a good time, mate. I reckon Tony Ferguson will be on some
Some freaky
psychological warfare shit.
shit. Yeah, bro.
You haven't done what I've done. No.
You wake up in the middle of the night, he's just staring at you.
Yeah. Get up. We fucking running 8 hours.
What is it? Share a tough room. What? So like they're the opposite coach though.
Yeah,
I
true, because you don't want to get roasted by McGregor.
Nah, well, yeah, exactly. If it's the opposite coach, then I wouldn't. Yeah, I would have.
They'll just be like,
Tony.
shut your mouth, you little weasel. You do nothing. You do absolutely nothing.
Bro, you got a good Conor McGregor impression.
Yeah, man. I used to hard out try to impersonate like different people.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but I was never
Can
really
you?
good.
Nah,
I just love the like
that was a
when
good
you
one.
play video games and they're just like hard out, just talking shit. I'll just always go
On the microphone.
Shut your mouth. You do nothing. You do absolutely nothing. Nah, 50 G's. Nah. Take everything I work for, motherfucker. Nah. I want to fight your fucking fight. Nah, I don't really know. I need to like warm up. But I got a friend, bro.
Yeah,
That can do Tom Asbanov,
really.
Paddy Pimblett.
But you got to get him on, bro.
Should I?
100%.
Johnny Love, you're coming on the next episode. He's actually, I've told him so many times, bro, like, we need to do skits, bro.
Bro, get him on to do all the impersonations
Yeah.
and we just laugh.
He can do Paddy Pimblett, Tom Asbanov, Darren Till.
Yeah.
That's who I try to learn it off because he's always like, he does them like so good, man. How does he do Darren Till? He's always like, you do nothing. Oh, like he does it way better, but he's like, you do nothing. Oh, like I can't do it, but he does it so good.
You meant spa. I thought you went spa like a steam and that. Yeah, we can have a spa. Fucking hell.
Man, that's so good. Yeah, I can't do it. I can't do it. But
Bro, that would be so funny if you got him
you
on.
just did a good ass.
I mean, that's the only one I know.
Yeah,
Have you
good.
seen that video?
No,
He's
do
with
it.
Mike Perry. So Mike Perry's like, hey, man, like, are we going to spar? And he's like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, we can spar. And he's like, all right, but I ain't got no gloves. And he's like, gloves? Oh, you mean spa? Like a steam and that? Fucking hell, we can have a spa. I thought you meant spa like a steam and that.
I like that.
So he thought Mike Perry was saying to him, bro, it's such a funny video. He thought he was saying to him, let's go to the spa. Like a steam room.
Spa, yeah.
Like he was saying, let's spa. And then the videos of him realizing that, he's like, oh, you mean spa? Like fight? Fucking hell. It's so funny, bro.
Yeah, I think I've seen it.
It's such a funny video, bro. And then Mike Perry's like, no, I mean like fight. Crazy, bro. He's fucked.
You see that fight when he bring his missus as his cornerman?
No. Oh, yeah.
And
He
he's
did that in the UFC.
Yeah, and he won.
Did he win that fight? It was against Mickey Gall, I think, isn't it?
Yeah, he won that fight.
What a nutter, bro.
He won
brung
that
his
fight.
missus as a corner.
It was just so funny.
Oh, yeah. And then she's like, you're doing great. You're doing great.
That was the funniest part when he'll go back to the corner and she's like,
Yeah,
you know,
with the
just
ice.
laugh. Yeah, it's just like,
You're doing so good.
Yeah,
You're doing great. That's what she says. Oh, man.
shout out to Mike Perry, man.
Yeah, bro,
He makes me laugh. I like characters,
He's so funny, bro.
He's such a good dude, though, you know what I mean?
Would you rather take a spinning back heel from Barboza or a liver shot from Mark Hunt?
That's hard, you know.
Fuck,
Basically, do you want to get
shot,
do you want to get knocked? Basically, do you want to get knocked unconscious, or do you want a liver shot from Mark Hunt?
Yeah, but I feel like you'll be knocked out from Barboza's kick.
Definitely.
You would just have to sit there and try
Yeah.
and find your breath with Mark Hunt's liver. So I'd rather get knocked
You'd
out.
be sick in that. Like,
No, I'd rather take Barboza's spinning heel kick
to the head.
to the head because at least you'll be knocked out, you know what I mean?
You got rocks for head, so just bounce off, bro.
Yeah, but Mark Hunt, though,
Yeah, bro. Honestly,
that dude is...
I don't know, man.
He's the one.
I don't want to get knocked out though. That's dodgy, isn't it?
Yeah, but spinning heel kick, that's pretty much a
That's
elbow.
brutal,
That's an
bro.
elbow. Nah, yeah, definitely the liver shot then.
Well, you're changing now.
Yeah, because, bro, think about that.
That's what I mean. That's like a 50-50, man. Can I do neither? Can I pick neither?
Yeah, but that's actually a good one. If I had to pick one, I'm going to have to go with the liver shot.
I might go liver and just hopefully, because, you know, it doesn't always shut you down. You know what I
but
mean?
It's one of those ones that you'll just be on the ground trying to find your breath.
If the liver shot connects, but I guess it is a liver shot. But like what I'm saying is a lot of times, you know, people kick you there and it won't hit the liver like it won't, you know what I mean? It won't penetrate.
Yeah, true.
You don't always get shut down from body shot. It has to be perfect.
Yeah, true.
So, but if you kick me in the head, like I'm fucked regardless, right? Like spinning will kick. I don't know, man.
I'm
Liver shot
gonna
right
have
now.
to take the liver shot.
My
from
liver
Mark
shot's
Hunt.
so painful though, bro. I don't think I've ever took a perfect one though, because
Nah, but yeah.
I've never been dropped with a body shot.
These are hard, eh? Actually, I'll go with the spinning heel kick because I don't want to punch from Mark Hunt, bro.
Yeah,
The size difference plays a big part, man.
that's what I mean. That's why I haven't experienced it before, so I'm a bit scared. It might be really bad.
I reckon the punch in the liver will hurt me more than.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna go spinning wheel kick.
Yeah, Mark Hunt's different, bro.
Yeah, fuck that, bro.
He shuts everyone off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nah, fuck that. He's too big, man.
Alright, would you rather have Bruce Buffer would you rather have Bruce Buffer yell your name all day or DC commentate your life like it's a UFC?
Imagine every time I walk into a room, Bruce Buffer announces me. That's
Yeah, but
epic,
that's
bro.
like-
I'm the man. I'm the man.
Bro, that's it's time.
Yes. And I walk in, man. I love
I just
that.
chose Daniel Cormier because I look at it like, who would you rather hang out with or hear every day?
Yeah. Bruce is
I
cool.
wanna-
though. Bruce is the man, bro. He's
Yeah,
got
he
a
is
couple
the man.
birds and that. He's jacked as well, like 70 years old,
Oh,
bro.
yeah, he's a bit of a
He's
Hugh
the
Hefner.
man.
eh?
Yeah, bro.
What about the story with him and his brother? That's crazy. He's the other boxing
Yeah.
announcer, but they
Oh,
weren't
yeah,
raised together.
No. Oh, yeah. They weren't
They
raised
weren't
together.
raised
and then
together and they found
other.
each other and they're both doing the same thing. It's almost like their dad gave them a voice.
What, they was doing the same thing before they found
Before
each
they
other?
found each other.
I heard that. That can't be true.
That
bro.
can't be true.
I heard
man.
that. Is that real? Is that true, bro?
Someone
have to
told me
Google
before I
that.
came on this podcast. So if I'm wrong, man, I'm drilling.
Yeah,
where they
what?
told
That's
me.
mad. We'll have to Google that for the next episode. You see, what
Yeah,
I
I
posted in my
saw. I
story?
love how you manifested that.
I said we're going to be the biggest MMA podcast in the next 6 months. You better watch out.
Yeah, and we're gonna have some of the greatest athletes
Yeah, facts.
from UFC here. I'll make sure. Plus, we got heaps of guests that already want to come on the show, man.
Bro, if you're down, I'm going, like I said, I will probably go to Vegas at some point. There's loads of fighters over there that we can get on, man. So you should get on a plane, bro. We'll do a live in-person one.
I'm keen,
That'd be sick,
man. I'm keen.
That'd be sick.
I'm training at the moment, so I wanna really get in shape, man.
Yeah. Turn up to Vegas shredded. So the UFC 317 this week.
We got Kai Kara France and Pantoja.
Yeah, massive fight. Obviously,
Massive fight.
this podcast will be back in Kai Kara, of course.
Definitely 100.
He's a big underdog as well, man. So I'll be probably betting him with some money.
Yeah, I'm gonna bet the house on him, man. I truly believe Kai Kara France is gonna. He's got the whole New Zealand mana behind him.
It's his time,
And
yeah.
I seen little inside scoops of his camp, man.
You looking good?
He's looking outrageously good. He's a beast.
Yeah, he is, man.
Yeah. So fun fact, man. Kai Kara France's partner, sister is my daughter's sister's best mate. So my daughter babysits Kai Kara France's kids sometimes. So yeah, small world.
Yeah, that's mad, bro. That's like
That's
Auckland,
cool,
Auckland
man.
in a nutshell, eh? Have you met him?
Yeah, I've
Yeah?
done content with Kai Kara France.
Oh, sick.
So hopefully we can get him on the show too.
That'd be great.
That'll be great, man.
That'd be
I'll
epic.
make sure he gets on the show. Kai Kara France, come show us some love, please, man. We'll pay you.
Yeah, bro. We'll chuck him.
Yeah, we'll chuck you some money, right? Come on. Nah, but yeah, I've done content with all of them. Dan Hooker.
Yeah, sick, bro. You got the connections, my man.
Yeah, we'll try to get Dan Hooker in here.
I would love that.
Yeah.
Kai Kara's got the clothing brand, you know.
You know.
Does he? He doesn't own it, does he? Does he own it?
No, so
Like he's an ambassador.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, shout
He
out
just
that
all,
clothing
yeah.
brand.
Shout out to you know. Shout out to all those guys, man. Send us some clothes.
We rep him on the
yeah,
pod.
yeah. We'll rip them on the pod.
It's a
Robert
tough
Jordan,
fight,
I know you got connections. No.
It's a tough fight, though, bro. Pantoja, it's the rematch.
Pantoja
It's the
is
rematch.
a beast, eh?
Such a beast, man.
He's such a beast.
And he's even on a crazy win streak, bro. The last time he lost, I think, was against Askar Askarov, who's not even in the UFC anymore. That deaf Russian guy, which is crazy. He was deaf and he fought in the UFC. That's mad. But that was like a long time ago, bro. You're talking like 4 or 5 years ago. So he hasn't lost for 4 or 5 years, a long time. Yeah. And not only that, though, the people he's beat. Brandon Moreno. Brandon Royval. Kaya Sakara last time out. Steve Erceg. But, bro, you go back and watch that Steve Erceg fight, and it's one mistake in the 5th round that cost him the entire fight. So if Steve Erceg can do that, I believe Kai Kara France can do the similar thing.
Yeah.
And, like, just instead of that, though, he just doesn't make the mistake.
Yeah. I think Kai Kara France's his power's gonna be a bit too much for Pantoja.
You reckon?
I love Pantoja, he's real good, but this is a different. If you go back and watch Kai Kara France, because I watched Kai Kara France and Steve Erceg's fight just
Oh, yeah?
you know his last fight.
Yeah, cleaned them up.
Man, I just watched that again last night, and bro,
You weren't there live for that, was you?
no, I don't watch it live. I watched it live, but at home.
Yeah.
But that was good, eh?
Cleaned him up, man.
Yeah.
It's tough to say he's going to knock out Pantoja. He's had 35 fights, never been knocked out, man.
Yeah, exactly.
But I think he can rock him and wobble him and win rounds off his power.
I'm looking at it like it's gonna go the distance.
I think so.
And I'm hoping Kai Kara France edges it. I know he'll edge and win.
It'll be a close fight. I think it's going to be a back and forth war. It's going to be like a fight that they both can be proud of. But I think Kai's going to knock him down, maybe wobble him a couple of times, going to steal rounds. He'll probably get his back taken, you know. I don't think it's going to be a clean performance, to be honest, bro. I think that they're both too good, you know.
Too good, man.
They're too good. It's going to be a dogfight. It's going to be a war. It's going to go for 25 minutes. And I think Kai's going to get his hand raised, bro. I honestly do, man. I think Pantoja's 34, 35 years old at flyweight.
Yeah.
He might be 36 years old, bro.
True.
Honestly, he's getting old at flyweight. The older you are, like the harder it is.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. You got to run with the Kai Kara France is still a bit young.
He's in his prime now.
Yeah,
Is he
he's
32, 33?
yeah, he's probably that.
He's in his prime, bro.
He's probably that.
And, you know, he himself has been on a good win streak. I think the last loss he had was maybe Brandon Royval, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Where he knocked him
was
down.
that Kai Kara's last loss?
No, Brandon Moreno.
Oh, Brandon, when he fought for the title.
Brandon Moreno was a 50-50 fight, and then he got caught with a body shot.
Yeah,
and
he
just
won
got
the
shut
whole
down.
fight. He was winning the whole fight, and then he got
was a close
caught.
fight, yeah.
He just got caught.
And Brandon Moreno's one of the best in the world, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
So he showed his level there, even though he got finished in that fight.
Yeah.
I feel like he showed his level. It's such a good fight, man. It's such a high-level fight.
Yeah.
He just needs to be careful because Pantoja has the best back takes in the game. And, you know, Kai's got his back taken multiple times.
Yeah.
Rogerio Bontorin took his back. Askarov took his back. And someone else as well. I was watching tape on this the other day. But the good thing about Kai is he stays calm, bro. He always stays calm under pressure. He never panics. And he's got some of the best takedown defense in the game. And he's going to need that against someone who's going to shoot multiple takedowns, you know. And he's got the power to turn his lights off or switch the fight on his head. So, yeah, man. Shout out to fucking KKF. Let's go.
Let's go. Pantoja, don't blink.
Don't blink, bro. Yeah,
It's definitely gonna be fight of the night. I'm calling it.
Surely.
It's gonna be an epic display of war.
Yeah, flyweight's my favorite weight class, like I said as well.
Yeah.
So
and bantamweight.
Yeah. But bro, you said fight of the night. They're gonna have a big contender if they want to get fight of the night. They're gonna have a big opponent because Joshua Van is fighting Brandon Royval.
Yes.
Which is a crazy
lineup.
That's a crazy one.
But it's always like those fights are always usually the boring ones.
5-rounder. In my head, wait there.
3-rounder?
No, it's not for a title, so it shouldn't be.
Bro.
But I feel like
Who do you got for main event?
no, it is only 3-rounder.
Who do you got for main event?
Definitely Ilia Topuria.
You reckon?
I think he's the greatest fighter on the planet.
Oh, he's so good, eh?
I think he's the best
I've
fighter
got
in the
my
world.
money on them too, man. I think his boxing is just too good for anyone.
Too powerful.
Too powerful, bro.
Clean.
Did you hear what Paul Fielder and that were talking?
No.
Saying they watched his they were watching his him training and then they just freaking freak.
Yeah. I haven't
The
heard
freak.
Felder say that. I heard Gilbert Burns say that.
Maybe it was Gilbert Burns.
Gilbert Burns said that he saw him training and there was like Dagestani wrestlers that brought in and he took all of them down and they couldn't take him down. Then they brought in like elite strikers and he like knocked them out. He knocked like 3 people out in training.
Yeah,
And then they brought in like jiu-jitsu fighters and he choked them all out. Yeah, apparently he's a different
we're
beast.
looking at a new animal. And he said he's going to take Islam down and choke him out.
I know.
That's crazy, eh?
But Islam's moved weight class now, bro. You don't want to fight him.
Yeah, true.
Islam, he's up in welterweight and now they're fighting for the vacant title. This is a title fight. I don't think Charles has enough to defeat him. Charles could hurt him and he's very dangerous, but I think defensively, he's just lacking massively.
Yeah.
You know, Charles is like crazy offense, but his defense and his durability is not that good in my opinion.
Yeah.
He's got like 11 losses or something, bro. Ilia's got
he's
no
been
losses.
he's like had two runs at UFC. But yeah, I think I shook his hand in Sydney. Charles Oliveira.
Oh, mad. How?
He I went to UFC 312 and he was on the streets just before I went to Culture Kings. You see him in one of my vlogs and he walks past, but I walked up to him.
I think I've seen that one, bro.
Yeah,
it's like right in the background, and he was like, "That was Charles."
Yeah,
Oliveira.
I was like, "That's Charles Oliveira."
I've
I just seen. Yeah.
Oh, so you went up to him after?
I went up to him and
in the
shook
vlog
his
you
hand.
didn't do that, eh?
Yeah, because he was right there, so I was like, when he shook his hand and then turned the camera
mad.
on.
Yeah. He seems like a good guy. My guys over at Full Violence, if you've heard of them, like a pretty big brand now. But they started
Full
off on-
Violent.
Yeah.
Oh, those your bros.
Yeah, man, I like them guys.
Hey.
Shiv, I know him. I message him.
Nice. Yeah, I'm a big fan of them.
My man's Shiv and my man Sook and a designer. They got a big team, so I forget their name. But you got Pete Pollard as well. Shout out to him. They got designers and stuff. Crash, my man Crash Pedro, is just joined them as well. So they're building their brand massively. And they just did a video with Charles Oliveira when they go to his $1 million mansion and they go around his house and they're interviewing him. My mate Pedro's interviewing him. And they're also like, he's taking him around the house and showing them all, you know, they see his wife and his kids and they show him, he shows them very hospitable, you know, he shows them all his entire house, and he's got loads of photos of himself up on the wall, photos of himself winning the belt, posters and stuff. His house is sick, bro. Man. He's got like an outdoor bit where he's got like a swimming pool, jacuzzi, all of that. He's got loads of alcohol, but he doesn't drink any of it.
Oh, true.
Yeah, and he seems like a really nice guy. He lives near Neymar, bro. Like
Neymar, the junior.
The footballer. He lives like two houses down from Neymar. And what he says is that he can't even go out on his own balcony, because if he goes out on his balcony for too long, people from the public start gathering around his house, looking at him, calling up, and then all his security guards get pissed off with him. Because they're like, Charles, like, you keep bringing people to the house. We're on edge, you know, like, stop doing that. Yeah. So he doesn't even go. He's got obviously a big gated house, guarded house. Yeah. He doesn't even go on his own balcony. Imagine that life, man. I was just thinking, like, that's crazy. And Brazil's a different country as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Brazil, you have to be more careful.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking, like, when I heard that, you know, when they was interviewing him, the Full Violence guys, I was like, wow, man. You know, like, shout out to him, but I would not like that life, bro. Yeah, exactly. Where you can't even go out on your balcony.
They need a move, man. Need a move.
Out of Brazil. But that's him, though. He loves Brazil. That's his culture. That's his people. That's his family. That's what I thought, though. You know, I was like, yeah, he should move. But, like, bro, like, Brazil's a very cultural place as well.
True.
You probably can't go many places like Brazil.
That's what comes with fame, no way, you know?
Yeah.
You get, like, I get quite a bit of attention at festivals and that. And
yeah, I
like,
could imagine,
like,
bro.
Just a little bit of that sometimes gets overwhelming, but imagine that level, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Did you hear about Eminem's stalker? Broke into his house.
What, recently?
The real Stan managed to get into his house.
No way.
I read it on Complex.
You know what happened? What happened? Like, was he there when he broke
in?
Yeah,
it was like, no. It was just a report. It was a report.
So he wasn't there?
Yeah, apparently some fan broke into his house and literally threatened to kill him.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Kill him?
Yeah. If anyone can do a bit of...
He weren't much of a fan then.
What's that?
He weren't much of a fan.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. I was like, well, why is everyone calling him Stan? The real Stan, because Stan was a fan.
Yeah, but Stan was a lunatic as well, though.
Yeah. Maybe he got just fed up with him not replying to his emails.
Yeah, or letters. That's crazy, bro. Like, the price of fame is ridiculous. I definitely don't want that much fame, man.
Yeah.
No way. I mean, I'm putting videos out and stuff like that, right? So, you know, to some degree it could happen. When I was in Vegas...
Oh, no, you're going to definitely blow up, bro.
I don't...
Be prepared, man.
I don't want to blow up like that, though. You know what I mean?
But
I feel like I can do it low-key. Yeah.
Sometimes I just embrace it because, you know, it's the life we chose.
It's true, yeah. I don't moan. But I'm unknown, really. You know what I mean? Not many people know me, but
they're gonna know you now. Now that you hang out with me, or my fans are gonna start to know you now.
Oh, no, bro.
You know what's cool? Like, people don't know that I'm actually not as smart as the bro James when it comes to UFC, because I've been seeing a lot of hate messages. But yeah, we just thought we'd come together and bring our worlds together and you know create something, bro. Because you know, I got 100,000 followers on TikTok. I got 50,000+ followers on Instagram.
Yeah, you're popping, bro. More popping than me, mate. Fuck.
Yeah, but we're just doing, like, we're literally living our life. Like, we're just, I'd rather do this than nothing.
Bro, you know what's mad? I just had the thought when you said that, like, how can our life be doing this? Imagine me and you are sitting now talking about UFC, MMA.
It's crazy
so
to
lucky,
think about it. Exactly.
So
like,
lucky, bro.
I'm so lucky to be given this opportunity, man.
Mate, that's so lucky, bro. I'm so grateful for that, you know? Like, obviously, you know, when I'm making videos on my own, it doesn't really register like that. But I just thought of it now as you said that. You know, like, we're in the podcast studio, we're making... I wanted to do this from a kid, man.
Yeah,
you know, I wanted to be my own boss and just do creative shit and just like... And now I'm doing it, so... Bro, bless the Lord, man. That's
bless the Lord, man. Like, man. Honestly, my life is a testimony to never give up, bro.
Yeah.
I need to make a movie on it one day.
Yeah, bro, definitely.
I was talking to Jimmy Jackson about a movie.
Really?
Shout out to Jimmy Jackson. He's going to be on the podcast too. I just finished our holiday in Queenstown with him.
Yeah, how did that go, bro?
Man, that was epic.
Like,
we went to Mardi Gras.
Yeah? Was it a gay
Yeah.
festival?
No, it wasn't a gay festival, man.
Oh, yeah,
thank
good.
God. No, I'm joking. Yeah, man, Queenstown
So-
was crazy.
Yeah, tell me about Queenstown, bro. With Jimmy
Yeah.
Jackson as well.
Yeah, I
so it
went
wasn't a
to
gay
Jackson.
festival, which is good.
It wasn't a gay festival, thank God. I'm not against gays, man, but I just, I wouldn't want to go to
It's
one.
all
You know what I mean? But yeah, anyway, it was good, man. Got to catch up with Jimmy Jackson, talk a lot of, creative ideas, and man, it was just grateful business.
Yeah.
So yeah, I talked to him. He's keen as to come on the show, so we'll definitely bring him on.
That would be crazy, man.
Yeah,
Shout
yeah.
out Jimmy Jackson.
Shout out
That
Jimmy
would be an
Jackson.
honor.
Can't wait.
That would be an honor.
I'm going back down to Queenstown next month, though.
Oh, yeah? For some shooting again?
Yeah, just to take my daughters down.
Okay.
I want to take them on the helicopters and
Yeah.
take a photo up on the
Gondola?
Bro, have you gone on the glacier over the helicopter and landed on the snow?
No, I wanted to do that.
Bro, we'll do it, us two.
That'd be sick, bro.
That's sick.
We'll
I
do some
think,
sparring on the glacier or some shit.
Yeah, but that'll be cool. Take our gloves
Boxing
up
gloves,
there.
eh?
Yeah, head out. Yeah, but it was fun, man. We went to muddy grass. It was literally
was it like?
muddy grass.
Yeah, I saw that. I was laughing. So
But-
what was it like? Music?
It was music. Do
Well,
you love
like-
your
Not really, bro.
Yeah.
But I like the vibes.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
fuck
yeah,
with it,
yeah.
but I wouldn't turn it on in my house. You know?
Yeah. Like when I went there, I was like, I'm not into this music, but I'm
Yeah.
like, I can see why
Energy.
people love it, man. But the energy was crazy.
Where was it?
It was like close to the airport in Queenstown.
Oh, close to the airport, yeah?
Yeah, I'm
Like
not
a-
too sure.
Like a big grassy area, like a park or something.
Yeah, like we just randomly showed up at the spot and you could just see the stage. The stage looked epic. Yeah, even Kings, he performed. He's a local thing, but it was just crazy, eh? But the best part was I got some content in with Jimmy Jackson, and I'm dropping it on Wednesday. So
Yeah, that's sick. Stay tuned for that.
yeah, stay tuned for that. Also, Nathan Nola, sponsor the podcast, man. Bring some nectar on the show.
Oh, yeah, that was
Yeah.
what you shot with.
Yeah,
Who you shot for.
yeah.
We can wrap up the podcast now. Boys, I know we didn't really touch on UFC 317, but I mean, you got to hear Phat's call out Marab, so I reckon that's way more interesting, man. At least for me. And we're just doing it. We're just fucking about, so whatever comes up. I think, I watched the podcast, and last week we left them with some motivation at the end, which I
Yeah.
think is good, man.
Yeah,
Because
definitely.
and maybe we should do it again. Like we spoke earlier about a lot of people these days are having mental health struggles. I think a lot of it comes down to social media, what we're on, because people are always comparing themselves with other people.
Yeah.
I also think it comes down to social media in general, just all these things being thrown in your face constantly, which messes up your mind.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
find
yeah.
myself even attached to the phone a lot, bro.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
I
yeah.
try to not be, but it's like a drug.
It's like,
You know what I mean? It's
they've
like-
created this thing where you just have to. They've pretty much made this your little lifeline, so you got to rely on it. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
You have to have it.
Yeah.
I was even saying to my mate earlier, like, I guarantee soon they'll make self-charging phones. So you won't even need to charge it up. So
Yeah.
it'll never turn off.
Never
So you'll
turn
have it
off.
all the time.
Yeah.
And then soon they'll inject the phone into you. You know what I mean? You have like a chip. So, I mean, it's just come up naturally, but I really think like a lot of the mental struggles that people have are due to the phone. I'll tell you this story when I went on a road trip in Australia about 3 years ago, 2022 actually. And I went on a road trip for 6 weeks. And I didn't use my phone at all any day for 6 weeks. I used it for about 3 hours. 1 hour was responding to my work, whatever I need to do. And the other 2 hours was Google Maps. And I know this because you know the app Screen Time,
Yeah.
where it shows you how long you are on it.
Yeah.
It said your daily average is 2.5 hours. And I wrote a tweet, and I'll get it up in a minute, right? But the tweet basically, I said, I've been going on this road trip for the last 6 weeks, and I haven't used my phone for more than 2 hours any day. And it's the most happy I've ever felt. It's the most fulfilled I've ever felt. It's the best I've ever felt mentally.
Yeah.
And the only thing I've done different, really, is just not been on the phone all the time.
Yeah. It's
So-
definitely it's a antidepressant and a depressant.
Yeah.
People use it to feel good, but it's secretly eating them alive. You gotta remember, guys, don't consume too much. You know what I mean? A human brain shouldn't be absorbing all that information at once. So yeah, My advice to you guys watching, man, try to stay off your phones. Don't be on it too long, man, and look after your mental. We're losing too many people due to mental illness. So, yeah, just look after yourself, man.
Yeah. There's so much you can do, right? Like, there's so much you can do to improve your mental health. And if we had a podcast about that, it would be an hour and a half.
Exactly.
But I just wanted to mention the phone thing, because that's something you can do right now. Reduce your phone time.
Yeah.
Just see if it makes you feel better. Just do it for a week. Reduce your phone time for a week and see if it makes you feel better. I won't read the whole tweet, but look, I wrote this. This is 2022.
Yeah.
You see, it says 2022. And I've said, this holiday was a big eye-opener for me on the effect of social media phone on my life. I knew how it negatively affected me, but experiencing it was powerful. I'll go down to the end, so I won't read the whole thing. But basically, I said, I instantly felt less anxious about everything, and that validation need we all have because of our pasts almost entirely disappeared. The phone is a plague for the most part. We're interconnected with everything and anything, and it is extremely unhealthy. We are already all living in the matrix. Unplug from it as much as you can. One ways you can do that is by using your phone much less. Love you all. Back to winning bets now. That's it.
Yeah, that's so true, man. Because that's one thing I live by is, and I had the same thing as you. Like, it just come to me, like, don't consume too much. Like, I even told my cousin I do content with is, I want to get to a point where I don't even have a phone. Yeah. I just do my life and then send it away. And then that's why a lot of people ask, like, why don't I reply to everyone that comments? It's because I don't try to look at my stuff too much, you know? Yeah. It's because I don't really read comments. No. Because if you do, like, it's gonna get to you. We're human beings. Like, even you see UFC fighter, you see John Jones replying to hate messages because we're all human. Like, if we see something bad about us, you know, it gets to people. But obviously, people like us, we get a lot more than the average. So we've got a thicker skin. But to the less people that don't have much followers, if they saw like a comment about them, you know, they're losing the plot. Yeah, man. So, yeah, I guess that wraps it up. But stay strong, stay focused. You'll always make it to the top. You can make it to the top. And that's it. Peace and love. Episode 2 of the Lucrative Phat podcast out. Phat's 482. Take us out, brother. Thank you, guys. See you guys next week, man. These episodes are going to keep getting better. So stay tuned. Make sure you like and subscribe. Follow our socials in the bio. And yeah, peace and love, man. Look after yourselves.